Hi, Adrianne from Happy Hour Projects here, and today I'm going to show you in just a few minutes how you can use a sock and some rice and essential oils right at home to make yourself a relaxing neck pillow. We're going to use lavender and peppermint today, essential oils, and that's supposed to be a blend that's supposed to soothe you and invigorate you and hopefully give you a few minutes of time to relax. What you can do if it starts to lose its scent after a little while, you can pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds, refresh that, and you'll always have a little bit of home spa for you. Come on, I'll show you how. Alright, so we're just going to jump right in here. What I've got is a combination of lavender essential oils and peppermint essential oils, and this is supposed to be a good combination for if you've got a headache. It's supposed to be the most soothing, relaxing, and invigorating combination you can come up with here. So we're just going to do about 8 drops of each on the lavender. And the peppermint's going to be a little bit stronger, so you might want to lighten up just a little bit on that. There we go. And I'm going to stir this as well as I can here. If you've got extra time, if you can let this sit and just stir it up throughout the day, that is a good plan too, but that doesn't work so well for video. I don't think you guys want to wait an hour while I stir this. But do stir it as well as you can. I want to try to get that combined as well as possible before we get it into our sock here. Now you don't have to use a sock either. If you are good at sewing, you can use just about anything. You just want something with a tight weave. Something like flannel would be good. You can use muslin. You can use a tea towel. You could repurpose some another thing that you have in your house. But socks are nice because you just have one end to fill. It's already a tube. And let's see. Try to get this so I can show you here. And hopefully we can manage not to spill too much of this. I'm just going to pour my rice straight into the sock here. I've got about 24 ounces of rice here. It's like 2.5 cups. You can always go with less, especially if you're doing a smaller one. But I'd really like to fill this standard size sock. It doesn't need to be super full, but you see I've got, there's almost as much ankle length as there is foot length here, and I want it to wrap around the neck. So that's why I'm going with a little bit extra here. If you use less rice, then of course you want to use less oil as well. Now you can see this is pretty well full. You can mold this around as you use it too. But what we're going to do to sew it shut, if you've got a sewing machine, if you're good on the sewing machine, this would be a perfect time to just quick zip a line of sewing here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fold it over and fold it over again. So now I've got 2 folds. It's basically rolled up here. And I'm just going to hand stitch this just to show you that anyone out there can do it. I do have a sewing machine. I do know how to sew. But just to show you that anyone can do this. If you can thread a needle, you can make one of these. Just want to make sure you're sewing it really tightly. Keep your stitches real close together. And as I'm doing it, I'm going through the folds here. I'm going through all of the layers of the sock to keep that closed. We don't want to have anything, we don't want anything to have the possibility of leaking out over time here. Because rice is quite small. And as you can see, I've made a little bit of a mess of it on my work surface. You just want to stitch real close together here. I'm going to go ahead and finish stitching this up and tune in with you in just a moment here. Alright, I'm getting close to finishing up over here. I used about 6 feet of thread, and I doubled it up to give it extra strength. It might have been a little bit more than 6 feet. You might want to have cut off 8 feet or so, just to be on the safe side. When you use it doubled up like this, it's stronger. And all I'm doing is just going through this folded edge, and through the sock, and back up again. Just a real simple stitch here. Of course, I'm getting it all tangled up here. All I was doing was going through this top part, through the sock, and stitching it shut. When we get to the end here, I'm going to do a couple of extra stitches just because we want this end to be, if it's going to unravel anywhere, it's going to be on the ends, of course. So we wanted to give it a couple of extra stitches just to be on the safe side. Make sure this baby stays closed. And then when you have this last stitch, when it's almost through, leave a little loop here. I don't know if you can tell, make sure you can tell. There's a loop here, and then I feed this through the loop and through again to make a knot. Get that nice and secure. I'm going to do that one more time just to knot it a second time. I tied a knot in my first end just to make sure that that would stay put too. So I'm going through this loop and then through the loop again to make a knot and just pulling it down tight. Then I'm going to snip off these ends. And now what you have is a wonderful little sock pillow. This is nice and neck shaped. The heel of it makes it so that it conforms to your neck real nicely. And then what you can do is just heat this up in the microwave for about 30 seconds when you want to use it. So now next time you need a minute for yourself, it's like a home spa. The pillow will go right around your neck here. Since it's made from a sock, it'll curve right around your neck. You got the essential oils, you got that gentle pressure, and hopefully you got a few minutes to relax. I'll see you later.